Okay. Says I'm going live, says I am live. So theoretically, you all should be seeing me and hearing me. I'm currently at the Newark, New Jersey airport. And I figured I told you all I'd do a live stream today. I don't think I'll have time to do one later. Um, so I thought I'd hop on. I'm boarding in like 10 minutes. So this is not going to be a long live stream. We do have a giveaway we need to draw for. Fully recognize that. I will do that. I'll have to do that during a live stream next week. We are on the way. And when I say we, I mean Shira's driving down, and I am flying down to Kentucky uh, for my grandfather's funeral. So he passed away this last Thursday. And so we're making it down to see family and be with them. And then we'll fly back and get back up into town for Shabbat this weekend. Currently, we have 3 people checking in and watching. So feel free to toss some stuff into the chat. Happy to spend some time talking with y'all. Like I said, I don't have much time, and I don't think I'll be able to live stream later today because it'll really be focused on getting down and connecting with a lot of people we haven't seen for a while. Some people that Shira hasn't even met. So it'll be nice. And then the funeral is going to be tomorrow morning about 8 a.m. in Wilmore, Kentucky. And then we'll be hitting the road again tomorrow afternoon, getting back into town. I might have another video up still. So we will see. I have one scheduled. I have another video for ARC scheduled and ready to go. So we'll see if I post it this week or if I save it and post it next week. Amused says condolences, Jesse. Thank you very much. Anthony says, hello, big fan. I hope that you have been doing well. Overall, Anthony, we've been doing very well. Like people are saying, Sean and Anthony and Sean said, sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. You're doing okay. Overall, I'm doing okay. I've had a few tears here and there. And I think tonight and tomorrow is probably going to be fairly emotional. But we found out last Thursday. So it's been, about a week now since we've known. And it's one of those things. Like I dealt with death at a very young age. My mom passed away when I was about 11. And my great grandmother passed away after that when I was in my 20s. And yeah, my grandpa's a big one. But we kind of knew for the last 6 months or 8 months or so that he was towards the end of his life. He had prostate cancer, and the doctors had given him about 6 months to live, and he lived longer than that. And in the conundrum that is cancer, he died really well. He died very peacefully. And so he fell asleep one afternoon and didn't wake up after that. And so there's a lot of stuff that I'll miss, and there's a lot of memories that I'll be sad we didn't get to continue or share or but there's also a lot of context, and he could have it could have been a much worse few months, and I wouldn't have wanted that for him. So extremely grateful for my grandfather, probably one of the few most influential men in my life. We hiked across the Appalachian Trail together when I was 13. I haven't, as you can see, I haven't talked about it much, right? So that's why I think like tonight and tomorrow might surprise me a little bit. But my grandpa was a biology professor. He was a woodworker. He, took me in after my mom's death, and so, yeah, we'll miss him a little bit. Wes says, "Hey, buddy, heart is with you. Thanks so much, man. It'll be good." There's a lot of family coming in that sure has not got the chance to meet because our wedding was not short notice, but at the same time short notice. And it was on a Tuesday, which is one of the more inconvenient days for for people to travel in. And so like my mom's siblings, she has two brothers and a sister, um, my sister's children, uh, and whatever other family and stuff is uh, kind of going to be there. A lot of those weren't actually at our wedding, and so it'll be a cool opportunity for Shira to get a chance to meet and connect. And we both made it down quite a few times to see my grandfather over the last 8 months. Like I said, we the whole family had a heads up, and even until the last week that he was with us, he was attending weddings and had just traveled to Florida and just traveled to New York to see one of his sons and one of his daughters. And so, um, it was a few days and then he passed away in his sleep. And I don't know, while selfishly you want more time with people, um, the reality is you don't always value the time that you have immediately. And we were aware of that. Like Shira and I had a conversation before um, shifting some travel plans and stuff that if he did pass away, because it was possible at any point, um, we'd had a conversation about whether or not we would regret at this stage, at this point, um, not going down, not spending weeks there or months there, and we kind of knew that there would be things that we wish we had done and things that we wish we had, and that would have kind of always be the case. But also, we'd been able to get down, we'd be able to visit with him, we'd been able to connect and talk and share news and stories, and yeah. So it wasn't, and it hasn't been a wild surprise or a shock. It's just, you know, grandpa. So Sean says, really glad you had the opportunity to be with him near the end. Yeah, I think we made it down 3 or 4 times over those last kind of 6 to 8 months. And so that was worthwhile and that was special. And we would have liked to have made it down more. We sort of had the mindset that he would just kind of be around a bit longer, which isn't always the case. Um, Around the Stump Games says, sorry for your loss, Jesse. My grandfather is one of the dearest people to me. I hate the thought of losing him. Yeah. Grandpas, I think, are often that, and grandmas as well. You know, someone stuck around and they're a good, decent person. Um, they have an impact on so many different people's lives, and they've been through a lot. And so when they go, it's got a lot of mixed emotions to it. Born a Basil King, I can't read. My condolences, man. I just lost my dad on June 1st at 55. I'm thankful for the time we got with him on hospice, but that's never enough, and I just miss him so much. Yeah, it's a weird feeling, loss. Like it's a weird thing to process and grieve and share stories and kind of reconcile the idea that that person won't kind of be there because they always have been up to that point. Like I said, I think I have an interesting experience with it, having lost my mom when I was so young. I spent a long time figuring out what grief feels like and figuring out how my body and brain process it and understand it. Um, and there's still a lot of things that I should work on. I should work on sharing stories more, and I should work on writing down memories and talking a bit more. I don't think guys in general share and uh, take the time necessary to grieve and cry. Oftentimes, we're you know the people that other people can lean on, and that's also a good thing. That's a reliable thing to be and a reliable thing to have. All the best. My heart is with you. Board Game Hype says, hey man, thanks for all you do. Appreciate it, Board Game Hype. Yeah, but that's not the point of this live stream necessarily. I thought about making a video. I thought about doing, because I've shared my grandfather on the channel in the past. So I thought about doing updates or a post or a video about him or anything like that, but none of that felt quite right. So I thought I told you all on live stream, so I thought I'd pop on and share the news. People who are following along with the channel that care about the family and care about what we're doing, and would take note of the fact that we didn't have a live stream today and we might not have a video out today or tomorrow. We'll see. They'll get a chance to watch this. It'll be a quick little update to kind of let them know. And then after that, we'll be back into the rhythm of things this next week, I think. We've already got some videos filmed to edit, and I'm not upside down with emotion or grief or loss. I think I'm in a good, comfortable place. I'm sad. I'll miss him, and I also am extremely grateful for everything my grandfather was to me, the impact that he had on my life, the impact that he had on the lives of those around him, the last 8 months that he's had, and the way that he passed away. Like, I wouldn't have wanted really any other situation if those were the options. I don't know that I could have prepared or scripted a better death. Honor Blev King. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We have to start getting better with that. Yeah, it's a weird mix, right? Because you also have to be strong and you have to be able to support those around you when necessary. No says prayer for you and your family. Thanks so much. Outside of that, I think I've got 2 minutes before I need to go board, and I'm already boarding started at 12, so I'm already stepping over the line a little bit. We do have some games planned for this weekend, and we've got some videos planned that we're going to be putting out. Hopefully you all can still hear me. They're just being very rude to this live stream. So the games that we're planning on playing this weekend, what we're hoping to do, Shira and I are still with a friend trying to go through the top 100 on BGG. We're not doing it as a dedicated video series, but you'll probably see those conversations come out over the next period of time. And so this weekend, we're hoping to play our fourth or fifth game of Arc Nova that we've played in the last bit. I really am. I'm going deep into games. Like with Arcs, everyone's giving me crap because I've played 5 times. Like, you have to start somewhere, and I'm just choosing to have a conversation about it at that point. But I want to make that video that says, all right, we're 40 games deep. We're where Shut Up and Sit Down was when they reviewed it. So now let's bring our take, and who knows, maybe it'll change. Maybe I'll if my opinion shifts or some of the problems that I've experienced back off, then I'll address that over the course of the next month or so as we're talking about it, sharing and diving in. But Arcs, we're probably about 5 games in. We're going to be playing with the expansion this weekend, hopefully, so I'm excited about that. We're going to try to do the Rise of Fenris campaign, my second time playing through it. It'll be Shira's first. And then we have another friend that's joining us. We also brought Viticulture and Brass, Birmingham. So those will be the 3 BGG Top 100 that we're going to try to get knocked out this weekend. And then I also have Catharsis Divine Wrath with me. So I'll be diving into that and doing some coverage of that next week. So I'm excited about that. That was one of the 10 games that I wanted to obsess over. And then what other game do we have? Oh, we brought Clank. Our friend and his wife like deck building games quite a bit. So our hope is that we'll be able to start playing through Clank Legacy with them. So yeah, that's the plan. That's what we're doing. I'm going to go board the plane and get down to family. Yeah, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. And we'll do a longer live stream this next week where I'll hang out, I'll talk, I'll let people from BGG that want to yell at me. And we'll keep making content. We'll keep moving forward. We'll keep doing good stuff. Any Marvel Champions plans? Yeah, so honor Blev King. Yeah, some big Marvel Champions plans with the context that I don't know. I have to figure out how well they'll perform on the channel, and then I have to figure out as well what my approach to coverage is going to be. I have a lot of content, and it feels like a lot to get into, and I like doing things with a second filmer. So Dennis is going to be coming down at the end of the month, and we're going to be diving into the Arcs campaign, and a big session of the Root. And Marvel Champions is probably, I'd say we'd have coverage within the next 6 months, like dedicated for our 10 to 15 videos that we're trying to do on games right now. But that new strategy, that new approach to the channel is also going to mean that we take a bit longer to get coverage out on each individual specific game. But hopefully you all enjoy that. So Wes says, Divine Wrath is so good. Take care, buddy. Tomer says, my condolences. Thank you very much. Hope you all get to connect with your family and heal. Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. I'm going to hit a plane flying into Cincinnati and then driving down to Wilmore, Kentucky. All right. Thanks so much for being here. And we'll keep you updated and we'll check in with you next week. See you all.